Welcome to Toffee TV. I am joined by Andy. We continue to look at targets for Everton with the transfer window next week. Counting down. We are looking at Moise Kean, or
Moise Kean.
Moise Kean, call him whatever. Yeah. The young Juventus striker who has been heavily linked with a move to Goodison Park from Juventus. If he is to join Everton, what type of striker are we getting?
Quick, strong, unpredictable. He is. He's not the most refined player, I guess, at this moment in time. Very exciting talent, natural goal scorer. One of those people who I describe this as just in the right place, the right time, all the time. The ball will bounce off him and go in because he's in the right rebounds. He's always following balls in. He's just got those natural instincts you want from a striker. Can play on the wing, can play off a front man as well. So he's got the ability to do a lot of it.
He's played at Verona, didn't he? And he was on loan and he played off the left a lot of the time.
Cuts on his right foot,
didn't he? So he's got good ability, can go by players. Obviously for Juve, he's played as a striker, and for Italy, under 21s, he's gone through the middle as well. Is he someone we'd have to be patient with? Or,
I believe so, yeah. I know people obviously want that top striker to come in and shoot us to Europe, but you've got to weigh things up. This lad's 19, 20. He's a good player, but I'm not expecting him to come in and score 20 goals in his first year. No. But he's a natural goal scorer. If you create chances for him and he can create chances for himself, he should score goals. It's just that we do need to be patient with him. It might not have Italy's a completely different game than it just takes some time to settle in. So just give him a couple of games. I wouldn't write him off straight away if he doesn't look, the most natural fit in the side at first. But I think he's coming to Everton at a good time. That's why his agent wants him to come to Everton, because he can develop and become a better player while at Everton.
A lot of people are talking in terms of comparisons, saying he reminds them of a young Lukaku. Is that?
Yeah, I can see that the type of player he is the strength. He's not as big as Ron height-wise, but the strength, the way, the pace. He's a bit raw as well at times, but that same sort of rawness. But he's very exciting talent. Lukaku was a very exciting talent when he was 16. When he was at Anderlecht, he was a monster when he was 16. This lad's been hyped up for years, and it's a bit of a coup for Everton because it's not often over the last 10 years we could have said we've signed one of the best young players in the world, and that's what he is. This lad's been the next big thing in Italy. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked out in Italy because there's a lot of ignorant people there. And that's partly one of the reasons why he wants to move away. Raiola thinks that Everton are a great fit for him, and I think he's going to be a bit of a coup for us in the sense that he's one of the best young strikers in the world. Whether he fulfills his full potential, we can only see. That's the chance you take.
If he does come in, and it's an if at the moment, is he someone do you expect to go straight into the side, or do you think?
I think he'll come in and out the side of first. That's why it's good. I know people are a bit not overly pleased with Dom's pre-season performance, but the fact that he's there already, and he's played in the Premier League, and we don't have to stick Kean straight away. He can come on the first couple of games as a sub. I think that's a positive. Or he might just be like a duck to water, and walk straight in the team and be number one striker. It depends. He's a good talent. He's a great talent though. Like he's very very good player, but it's just. He's not there yet, so just give him a little bit of time, I'd say.
There's obviously a development.
Yeah,
there's a development.
He's a goal scorer, though. He takes a shot here, like we were talking about with other players. Yeah. He's just natural goal scorer. He is that type of player. That he has those aspects or instincts that Dom lacks, I guess.
He's quick, isn't he? And again, it fits in again with, I suppose, Everton's counter-attack.
Yes. Yeah.
We've seen that's a devastating effect almost at the end of the season. How quickly we broke on teams. And I suppose if you could get this fella in and you've got the likes of Richarlison, we know that, we've been linked with someone like Wilf Sahar, or we've been linked with Malcolm, who are quick as well. It gives you that excitement, I suppose, on the, with Everton playing on the break, and having someone like him who can get up there as well. He is a natural goal scorer. We've seen that, 1 and 2 for Juve last season. Yeah. It's about creating chances though, isn't it? For him, it's not just expecting him to do it all.
No, he can't. Some strikers create their own chance. He's not at the stage where he's going to be a prolific chance creator for himself, but he can because he's got speed and that strength, and he does hit the ball early, so it does take defenders by surprise. I think we do need to, in the sense of, he will need that service, but I think we've got, players who can, and hopefully we're going to add to that as well, players who can all, like Dean and people like that. He's as I say, he can drop off into space and sort of run at players. That's what, he's got, he can play different ways. He can get in the box to score goals. So he can drift out to the left and run in. So there's different options for us, really, as a striker.
Is out of the players we've been linked with as a centre forward this summer, is he would you say he's the one, in your opinion, that would fit best? Or is there someone... I know you like Rafael Leao.
Yeah, but Leao's not really played in an Everton-style system. You know, Lille played obviously a bit more. Lille did play counter-attacking football, but they also played with a bit of possession as well. Leao or him, as I say, Leao's a bit more refined currently. But then it's who's got the highest ceiling? It's not, you know, can't be sure. So again, it is a good sign from the point of view that he is such a talent, and if you can harness that ability, which I think Marco Silva's a good person for it, because he sort of works with players one-on-one. He tries to make things second nature for them. He's that type of coach who does down the training ground. Some obviously more old school managers don't do that. I think he'll like that relationship as well. So I think he could be a really good sign. I think he'll enjoy playing in the Premiership as well. You know, Italy, it's sort of sour for him last season after that Calgary game, which was quite sad really to see in 2019. But I think the Premiership, he'll be much more happier. And I think, you know, away from people, idiots like Bonucci, you know what I mean? I think he's going to be happier, really.
Should we read anything into and following Everton on Instagram and things like that?
Well, you might just like the colour of the kit. I don't know. I suppose that's the. I think that's the new thing, isn't it? People like to watch the social media, but I think, you know, as far as, you know, we're aware, I think Everton, the interest's been genuine for 3 or 4 weeks now, and I think Everton were probably surprised that he was available to them, because if you'd asked me in the start of the summer, is Moise Kean going to leave Juventus? No chance. Higuain will leave. Someone else will leave, but no. I think Raiola's took the decision to move him on from Juventus because he wants him to develop, and I think he needs to do that away from Juventus. And obviously they want the buyback to get him back eventually, but hopefully Everton are working on making that more favourable for us. Yeah.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited. If you know, there's been a couple of, I don't know if anyone knows Lou he's a Watford fan. He wrote a great article last night. He did throw a dig in at Everton, unfortunately, but he did say that it could be potentially the deal of the decade, because you are getting such a talent. You know, people talk about that, you know, Rene Jesus from Brazil, much of a great talent. He's a talent on that level. He may not look it because he's a bit more unrefined, but he could be a very special player. And when we got Romelu Lukaku, the difference between him and Rom is Rom came from had a season at West Brom where he was established in the Premier League. He hasn't had that yet, but still, you know, just be a bit patient with the lad, and I think we'll get a very good player.
Interesting, very interesting. He certainly looks like a top young player. It'd be fantastic if Everton can do the deal. Obviously, very interested in him. Marcel Brands has been speaking to Juve for a while. Obviously, Mini Raiola is keen on him coming to Everton, and quite clearly sees us as the next stage of his development. And it's a win-win, that, for me, because you're getting a player who is on an upward trajectory. You can develop him, and if it goes well, he fires you into the top positions, or, you know, higher up the league. And there's obviously a big sell, and we'll have to wait and see what if the buyback is in there from Juve, or if there's a percentage of a sell on, or whatever. We'll have to see if we get him first. But if we do get him, I think it's a fantastic signing, and should be excited by that. I mean, at least we're getting linked with good, exciting players as we try to move forward. Now feels as though the club certainly have a pathway that they want to follow, and that's all you can hope for, really, isn't it? Big thanks to Andy for joining me on this. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Give the video a thumbs up and get over and join us on Patreon. Why not? See you later.